Quick one, folks. Man United versus Newcastle last night. At last, a win. I couldn't believe it. And 3-2. Did we deserve it? Possibly not. Did we deserve a draw? At least that. But I'm glad we got it. 3 goals, 3 good goals, no problem at all. They missed a good few chances. They weren't at the best. But what I will say, whether we deserved it or not, at least we tried. At least we put an effort in. We put a shift in. They can be prouder of themselves than they've been for a good while. It just shows when they put a shift in, you can get results. Before the game started, I believe Rashford had an altercation with the fan. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Maybe they're on his back. Maybe he's getting upset with it all. I understand where he's coming from. But at the end of the day, Marcus, you just don't get it at all. It's not the fact that you're having a poor season. It's not the fact that your scoring stats are way, way, way down. It's the fact that you're putting no effort in at all. And everybody, to a man, is seeing it. You're not running, you're not working. As I said before, you're on £350,000 a week. You're 26 years of age. You're fit as a butcher's dog. You're a Manchester boy. You want to play for him all your life. You should be sweating blood for him. You should be running and working. You're not doing. Turn that corner, start doing that, and nobody will be on your back. That's number one. The other things I wanted to mention is this. I've got 2 or 3 players to tell you about, and then that's it from me. I'm just pleased that they tried. Casemiro. Oh my God. Did you see the pass early on? That must be the worst singular pass I've ever seen in the Premier League in God knows how many years. It's the worst pass I've seen in my life. It was only a 10-yard pass. It was short by 5 yards. It was unbelievably bad. Wan-Bissaka did one later. You know all of Wan-Bissaka. The one where he tried to pass it to his winger up the wing. He was only 20 yards away, but 20 yards is 15 too much for Wan-Bissaka. He kicked it straight out. Really poor. Then Wan-Bissaka's control later when they should have scored. Luckily, Amrabat got back there. God only knows how, but he did. He's not the fastest in the world, but he put a block in and the ball went over the bar. Absolutely shocking from Wan-Bissaka. Who else was there? Rasmus Højlund. Now, I will say, I didn't think he should have been brought on. He deserved a rest. The rest would have done him no harm, and he needs to think he's not guaranteed a place. I think I wouldn't have brought him on because I would have left Diallo on. I thought Diallo had a great game. But as it turned out, Eric was right. He came on, and he scored within a minute and a half. That said, I still would have left Diallo on. I'd have given him the full 90 minutes. I've been saying for 2 or 3 weeks now, the last 6 games, Diallo should have started them. He should have played in them all. Absolutely all of them. Goal last night, absolutely fantastic. I think that 1 goal last night is going to save his United career. Because for me, from what I've seen, and I've seen very little of him because he's had very little game time, he is a better proposition than Anthony. I see us not getting rid of Anthony in close season like we should. I see us getting another year out of him, possibly stinking the place out again, and we get 15 to 20, maybe 25 million for him, a guy we paid 80 million for. If we get rid of him now in the close season, we might get 30 or 40. Diallo, what did we pay for him? 30? I could see before last night's goal that they get rid of him at the end of the year. Not so much get rid, he says he wants to go because he's getting no game time, and we take 8 or 10 or 12 million for him because people know we need the money and we want to get people off the wage bill, and we'd get a lot less than he's worth. I think there's a player there. Again, last night, distribution, great. Control, great. Passes early. Doesn't run up blind alleys. Puts shots in and gets many of them on target. Doesn't waste the ball. Miles better than Anthony. At the moment, miles better. I think that goal last night really will cement his place. He'll play against Brighton, I'm pretty sure of that. He might even play in the FA Cup final. If he does and has a good game, he's in for next year. And I hope he is. Because there's a player there. I don't want to lose him for next to nothing. He might not even end up being a starting player. He might be on the bench. If we improve our squad to the extent we need to, he might be a bench player more than a starter, but he'll get more minutes than he's getting now. He's still not getting enough minutes even from the bench. They bring him on too late. Yesterday, he was great. Really pleased. From anything else? Anybody else? No, nobody else. That's it. 3-2. Good win. Pity we didn't do it sooner because now we're struggling to qualify for the Europa League. We need people to do badly. We need Newcastle to drop points, and you can't see that against Bournemouth, but you never know. I mean, that's assuming we beat Brighton. Can we put 2 performances of the same quality together? We've not been doing it for a long time. We should beat them. Let's see.